Hey guys, so we're just going to jump right into the tutorial. The first thing that I'm doing is using a mattifying primer, and this is going to keep my oils under control throughout the day and because it is so hot outside right now. And then I am mixing my EX1 foundation with my Maybelline BB Bronze, and this is to not only darken the foundation but also to give it a little bit of a sheen. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and applying it to all of the areas that I like to highlight. So I like to highlight underneath the eyes, on the forehead, on the cupid's bow, and on the chin. Do not highlight anywhere that you do not want to bring attention to on the face. So for instance, if you think that you have a big forehead and you don't want to emphasize that, skip highlighting there. Same thing with the nose, which is why I like to skip highlighting the nose, because I do not want to bring attention to the nose, if you know what I mean. So I am setting everywhere we highlighted with a mattifying primer. This one is from L'Oreal, and that's also to keep the oils under control. And then I'm setting the rest of the face with a mineral foundation powder from Ulta. This is going to lock in our foundation without mattifying the rest of the foundation, because I am going for a glowy look. Now I am using a new bronzer that I picked up from the drugstore, and this one is from Milani, and I really like it so far because it has a warm side for bronzing and a cool side for contouring, which is what you see me using right now. After I applied that bronzer, I'm going in with a clean flat top powder brush from e.l.f. just to blend out and buff all of the cheek products together to give it a more airbrush effect to the skin. Next, I am going in with a Sigma eye base, and this is more of a purple tone because we are going to be using a very dark plum shadow later on, and I am just bringing it onto the lid and not really bringing it up into the crease. Next, I am taking Soft Peach from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is from the Shadow Couture palette, but her shadows are all sold individually. So I use that as a transition, and then I'm going in with the shade Caramel. And this is from the Amrezy palette. Talk about a throwback, right? But I am buffing Caramel into the crease with my Morphe M433 blending brush, and this is going to warm up the eye look. And then I'm going in to Morocco, and this is a even warmer shade than Caramel. It is a very burnt orange, almost on the red side, and I am putting it into the crease with my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm using the e.l.f. blending brush because it's a little bit smaller and more precise than the Morphe M433. So then you see me buffing out that shade with the Morphe M433 with no more additional product, just to blend it out a little bit in the crease, and then I'm applying Deep Plum onto the lid with my Sonia Kashuk number 110 brush. I am trying my best not to get any fallout because this is a very dark shadow, and if we have any fallout, we'll have to go back in and clean it up with concealer. And then I am going in with a pencil brush and buffing out the Deep Plum shade into the crease and blending it out even more with my e.l.f. blending brush with no more additional product. Now I am taking the ColourPop liner in Puppy and lining the waterline, and then I am taking a flat definer brush and I am packing the shade Dark Plum as close to the lower lash line as possible. Now we're going back in with the shade Caramel with a smaller e.l.f. blending brush. I forget exactly what this one is called, but I applied it to the lower lash line, and then I'm taking my pencil brush and applying Morocco to kind of buff the shades together. Next I am taking Vanilla and using my Eco Tools travel sized shader brush and applying it underneath the eyebrow on the brow bone, and then I am blending the crease shades and the brow bone highlight together with my Sigma E40 blending brush. Next I am going into the purple shade from the Amrezy palette. I think it's Iridescent Purple, and I am putting it onto the inner corner. Don't worry, it looks a little dark right now, so I'm going into Legend, and I am applying that right over top to kind of brighten up the inner corner a little bit more because it was a little bit too dark for my liking. After I apply that shadow, I am going in with my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner and only applying a very thin, for me at least, a line on top of my upper lashes. And I'm not winging it out. I feel like this look can kind of get away with a wing, and I also wanted to change it up a little bit. So I am applying the Vegas Snake Grand Glamour lashes, and I wanted to show you the application for these lashes. These lashes are beautiful, however the band is very hard to work with, so you kind of have to sit there and kind of mess around with it a little bit to apply it correctly on the lash line. So I applied a Milani Romantic Rose blush on the cheeks, and then I'm going into my Glow Kit in Gleam. It's the pink version of the Glow Kits from Anastasia, and first I applied Hard Candy, which has a very iridescent pink sheen to it, and then I topped it off with Starburst to kind of make it a little bit more wearable. Now I am applying L'Oreal Fairest Nude Lipstick, and that is it for this tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed it and maybe learned something new today. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!